everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Wayward Lasses. Thought we'd change it up a bit and have me be the host, being that Brittany has been doing it since I don't even know. How many times have you been doing it, Brittany?
45 episodes.
45 episodes. Oh my God. All right. So I am your host this week, joined by my daughter, Brittany. Oh, here I'm doing it too.
See, you can't help it. Hi, everyone. I just want to put out there, I love hosting. I always have a great time. I have no problem, but we decided Mom should take the reins today.
Just change it up a bit.
Change it up a bit.
And unfortunately, we are missing the other person in our trio.
My
Courtney
sister Courtney.
Her sister, my daughter, Courtney. Courtney is sick, so we're sending well wishes out to Courtney to get better soon.
Get better, sister.
Get better. So in keeping with tradition, what we are going to do, I'm going to run the whole show this week. So in keeping with tradition, I am doing trivia, and again, this is not multiple choice. Every trivia that I've been picking lately is not multiple choice. So you're going to have to come up with some kind of answer, which I guess will make it somewhat interesting because I'd love to hear the answers that Brittany has to the questions I'm about to ask. And these are just, the topic is just weird trivia questions.
Perfect. I love it.
Question number 1. How many times does the average human poop in a day?
3.
Woo!
Again?
Good for you. You got it. Woo! Okay. How many teeth does a dog have?
Is it more or less than humans?
What do humans have?
Well, it depends on how many teeth you have. I've had 4 adult teeth pulled, so I have 24.
It's more than
40.
Only 40. 28. Sorry.
Oh.
How about this one?
I think a normal human has about 28 teeth.
Really? I don't know. We'll have to look that up.
Somebody let us know. And I had 4 adult teeth pulled.
Oh, so it's 28. So it'd be the same as people. Somebody let us know because I'm not sure.
Actually,
okay. Start counting. 1, 2. What were the first ice hockey pucks made out of?
Rubber?
Cow dung.
Ew. You hit it too hard, it explodes poop on you. Gross.
I asked you this before we started. I don't know if you'll actually get this one, but what is the average size of a gorilla's butt?
Like in inches?
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
You've seen a gorilla?
Yeah, you've never been to the zoo?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Is it a full-grown male gorilla?
Does it matter?
I think.
Yeah, sure.
36 inches.
19. 19 inches.
They do come pretty narrow. Okay.
I don't know.
You've never seen a gorilla?
Yeah, but I didn't really stare at his butt to say, I wonder how wide his butt is. All right. What odd job did the father of William Shakespeare often perform?
Lobotomies. Something I love to do? Drink?
Yes, drinking beer.
That's not a job.
Oh, it was back then. It was back then. We're in the wrong century.
Yeah, I want to get paid to drink.
All right, a couple more. Iceland diverted their roads in order to avoid disturbing communities of what? Iceland.
Gophers.
Elves. Elves. You should know this one.
What are you? Hold on.
You're going to Google that? Hold up. Iceland diverted their roads in order to avoid disturbing communities of elves.
I don't think I know what an elf is.
Are you kidding? You're watching Lord
Besides
of...
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Yeah.
So they did it for fictional
I don't
elves?
know. That's your homework assignment. Come back next week and let us know. All right.
Okay.
You're going to know this one. Which animal's urine glows in the dark?
A lightning bug? Hold on. Which animal's urine glows in the dark?
Yeah.
Why would I know this?
Hmm.
Because I have a cat?
Cat! It's a cat!
Cat's urine glows in the dark? No, it doesn't.
That's what it says here.
I'm Googling this too. Do cats pee glow in the dark?
What's it say?
Under UV light.
Well, go get a UV light and you'll see it.
Okay, lovely. Next.
Two more. Two more.
Okay.
How many times per day does the average person urinate? I am not average, by the way.
Yeah, you're not average. 5?
8.
I was going to say 8.
8. 8
I was
times a
gonna say
day.
8.
Yeah, that's not me. I do 8 in an hour.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Hope you guys found these interesting. About how many pounds of skin does the average person lose in a given year? This is crazy.
I guess it's more than a pound.
Yes.
Really? Is it more than 10 pounds?
Yeah.
20.
It's like 20 of you, even more.
How many pounds?
628 pounds.
The average human loses 628 pounds of flesh a year.
Yep.
Ew.
Is that gross?
How did they come up?
Make sure you wash your sheets, guys.
How did they come up with the answer for that?
I
They
don't
just
know.
followed people around. That's just crazy.
Is that
I have
disgusting?
so many questions into how they did the testing for that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't give us a link as to where these answers come from, so you'll have to Google some more.
I'm Googling this too. How
How
many
many pounds of skin does
pounds?
the average person lose in a given year?
That's crazy. Mom, I think you're reading the wrong stuff.
What
I
does it
just
say?
Googled it and it said we shed about 600,000 particles of skin every hour, which works out to be 1.5 pounds of skin per year.
I don't know. I'm gonna show this.
Where did you get your trivia from?
It's weird.
This one says 9 pounds every year.
Maybe it's 6.28. Maybe they forgot a period.
It says just in the time it took you to read this far, you've probably lost about 40,000 skin cells. How?
I don't know.
Grosses me out. That's weird.
I don't know. All right. Okay. Let's end with this one.
Very good.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
498.
364.
I think that's debatable.
We'll have to do that one time. Just like,
because it really depends on how like salivated your tongue is. What if your tongue is like dry?
So let's do that as one of our next
Do it.
challenges.
What if someone's got a smaller tongue than the other? What if someone's doing like a lick all the way around versus just one lick? These are...
I don't know. These are the questions. So we'll have to test it out.
Have.
We will have to definitely test it out. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that bit of trivia. Courtney, I hope you're not rolling your eyes at that one. I did try my best every time lately, the trivia that I've chosen, Courtney has rolled her eyes. I don't know if you guys have seen the YouTube videos to see her making faces and rolling her eyes. But this week, thought I would make it a little interesting and talk about either some weird things we've heard in the news or interesting things that we've heard in the news. So I actually heard one this morning and then I just found it. I forgot all about it, but I will save that one for last. Do you want to start, Brittany?
Sure. So I just looked up interesting news, and this was September 19th. Man visits 67 pubs in 24 hours to break the world record.
Wow.
He drank something at each bar, but some of the bars he drank water or like non-alcoholic beverages, but he had a drink at each bar. And he said the hardest part um, was having to go to the bathroom. And
He should have been.
He did it in 17 hours, 67 pubs in 17. I think
Where
that
was he? Of
this was in Brighton, England.
course, those Brits.
Yeah, he said it was easily the hardest thing I've ever done. I completely underestimated just how hard it was actually going to be. The plan was to try and keep it sober for the first 25 pubs, but that went out the window 15 pubs in. I had to mix it up a little bit. I tried to drink alcohol in one and a non-alcoholic drink in another, trying to create space for it. But the most time-consuming part of it was constantly having to go to the toilet, which took up the majority of the time.
He should have like made some kind of contraption where he just pees into a urine bag or something. If
I
he's looking
think
to break a record.
67 pubs in 17 hours. That's a lot. Now, like when Uncle and Alex and I did the drinking challenge at Disney at Epcot,
Mhm.
it's 11 drinks you have to have. And we're like, that's easy. Easy
That was
money,
hard.
11 drinks. That was the hardest thing I've done in a very long time.
And how long did you have?
We were there. We started drinking at like 11 a.m. and we didn't leave till probably after 8 p.m.
Oh, wow.
But like, so it wasn't like we were rushing or anything because, there's things to do while you're there. And, we definitely ate, but we started in Canada, which we heard that was the problem. We started with like a heavy lager. And
Oh,
then you're
okay.
going to all these different countries and you'll have like, I think we had a black and tan in Ireland. And we didn't always just have
Not a
one drink. We're
Guinness?
like, oh,
What?
yeah. Well, we had a Guinness with something on top of that. I think that's what the black and tan was. Like you mixed, I don't know. But we didn't always just drink one drink there. We're like, oh, let's try a shot here. Let's do shots here. And then we had like sake somewhere in Asia, but there's all these different heavy beers. And
yeah.
it was just like, oh my God, this is so much. And then we were eating food. And then we ended in Mexico with, I think, a margarita and a shot of tequila.
Oh my God.
So
That sounds awesome.
It was a lot of fun. And it was definitely very difficult. Now that I know, I would probably change it up. But it was definitely a good time. So that was 11 pubs, I guess, in however many hours. That's 67 pubs in 17
That's crazy.
hours.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. What
you know what? We can try it.
That's another one we should do.
He broke the Guinness World Record.
That's crazy.
We should try it.
Do you get anything for breaking the world record? Just
you get your name in the record. Yeah. Get your name in the book, and I think there's like a little pizzazz.
A little medal
for you. Maybe, I hope. Okay, your turn.
All right, so this one has to do for all you Star Trek fans out there.
That is one of mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I let that be for you?
No,
I have,
go ahead.
I have other ones. I'll leave that one for you. I have other ones, and I'll add to it if you miss.
I never even watched Star Trek.
No, but you can tell about the news. Okay. What do you want to do?
Just go ahead.
I'll pick something else. All right. Here's one. There was a guy. It's called Achacachi. Oh, no. It's in the city of El Alto, Bolivia. Victor Hugo Micah Alvarez, 30, he smashed out of a casket. He had been drinking heavily the night before for their opening of the Mother Earth Festival there in Bolivia. And he thinks that people took him and buried him alive as a human sacrifice. It is a ritual that they do there. Yeah. He said, when I pushed the coffin, I was able to break a glass that it had, and that way I was able to get out. When I pushed the coffin, I barely broke the glass, and through the glass, dirt began to enter. Yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine being in Bolivia, drinking too much?
Drunk.
Yeah.
And they're like, this guy's passed out. Let's sacrifice him. So they took him while he was passed out. and just at least they didn't like cut him into pieces. They just buried him, so he was able to claw his way out of the
Yeah.
coffin.
Yeah. Makes
Oh
you.
my
Well, if he was
god!
by himself, that's the thing. Don't ever go to another country and do something silly like that.
It
Make sure
seems like
you.
he's from that country. His whole
I don't
country
know.
did
Oh
that to
yeah.
him.
Oh, then he should have gone with a friend. That's all I
That's
have to say. Is that
crazy.
crazy? Yes. All right. Why
Yeah.
don't you tell the Star Trek one?
Okay, so for all you Star Trek fans out there, Nichelle Nichols' remains are going to go explore strange new worlds. Her ashes are actually going to be launched into deep space later this year, which I think is pretty cool. You want to add on
That
to
is
that,
pretty
Mom?
cool. Yes. So if anybody is wondering, let's see, I've got some things here. The first Celestis Voyager service is set to launch later this year, and it's going to bear the name Enterprise Flight in honor of its passengers. So, in
Oh,
addition to Nichelle Nichols, it's going to also have the Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry and his wife, actor, I don't know how to say her name, Majel Barrett Roddenberry, as well as the remains of James Doohan, who played Scotty.
Scotty.
Scotty, yes.
I'm
Um,
reading the rest of this. Have you read the rest of it?
yeah, so the flight is slated to launch in Florida's Cape Canaveral and travel more than 250 million miles into deep space beyond Earth's moon system and NASA's James Webb Space Telescope. Additionally, willing participants can pay to send their own DNA or a portion of their loved ones' cremated remains on the journey with tickets starting at $12,500. Is that crazy?
That's what I got to. I'm like, were you joking? So we're just gonna send off into deep space a bunch of human DNA and remains. Imagine being the alien or like wherever it
Ooh,
lands and you open, you're like, ew, that's disgusting. That's 9 pounds of human
flesh.
flesh. Like, why would somebody do that? Why would you
And
house
pay $12,000 for that. I don't know.
someone's doing it because availability is limited and reservations close on Wednesday.
No, that's a marketing ploy. Like, oh my God, I got to do this right away. Because there's just so much, it's so crowded on that space vehicle that they can't put, like,
That is nutso.
is that crazy? But I
I'm
thought that
just
was cool. Wait, 200, I can't
blown
even
away.
fathom 250 what,
Million.
million
Million.
miles into deep space. That's crazy.
Alex said we watched this video of like how they talk about space in terms of time and traveling. And once it got past a couple of football fields, I was like, I can't comprehend it anymore.
I can't. It's,
Yeah.
and just here's what I always think of. You know, when you are flying on an airplane and you look down, you can hardly like see a body or a person walking around,
Mm-hmm.
right? Imagine when you're in space, you're like a speck of dust. And then you go 250 million miles into deep space, you're nothing.
Yeah.
That's what we are. Nothing.
Yeah. Absolutely nothing.
It
It's
is
so
crazy.
minuscule. It makes you think like, when you think you have all of these problems and this and that, it's just like your worries and your problems
You're
compared
nothing.
to
Yeah.
the bigger picture. It's weird to live in a world and a time where everyone is just arguing about politics
Stupid
and
things.
beliefs and things like that. And it's like you're missing like there's so much more out there and
Yeah.
we are the smallest tiny portion of it. Or people who think that we're the only ones out there. Like
Yeah.
there's
Hello.
no way.
There's got to
Hello.
be. Hello.
Hello. Okay, back to this real quick. I actually forgot I had saw something on this Iceland thing with the elves. Iceland thing with the elves. So
Yeah.
they had it's like I didn't really read into all of it, but they have a strong appreciation for the elven culture, and they're a hidden people. And there's some people that will build them little houses
Oh
and things
yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
but no one sees them. But yeah, it's a pretty big thing out there, and that area where they detoured the roads is where the elves
See?
live. I don't know
See?
why I saw a video on that.
All right, I think I'm up.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't have something that you picked. So,
I don't know, I hope not, because I'm over here frantically
San
Googling.
Pedro Huamalula, Mexico. This was back in June. Small town Mexican mayor married his
Daughter.
alligator bride in a colorful ceremony as traditional music rang out and revelers danced while imploring the indigenous leader to seal the nuptials with a kiss. They actually, I guess, tied or made sure that the alligator's snout was shut so that he wouldn't, the mayor wouldn't get bit. But apparently, this is an age old ritual in San Pedro Humalula. It's mixed with Catholic
Super. Oh
spirituality.
my God! Look at, she's so cute. She has a little
Just
veil and a dress on. Yeah,
it. um,
it's a very beautiful tradition, says the wedding organizer.
yeah. So it symbolizes the joining of humans with
And
the divine.
animals. Oh, the divine.
With the divine.
Wow. It's
Interesting.
supposed to bring prosperity.
I don't know. We'll
I
have to
wonder why
check
they
back
use the
with
word
San
marry.
Pedro Humalula, huh?
I wonder why they use the word marry.
Mary.
Like he's marrying the alligator.
Oh.
Obviously, they're not going to share life together. They're not going to have kids together. She's
I
not
guess
going
it's
to
for the
be
impact.
she's not the beneficiary for,
Oh,
I'm just
we'll have to check into that.
I'm
Like, what does that
curious.
mean?
I have all
It
these
says
tabs
it's a
open of things
ritual
I need to look at
marriage.
now.
Wow.
Let's see, but it's not what you think. We explain. A new term for bridezilla. We ask nature for enough rain, for enough food, that we have fish in the river. We need to ask for things with love so we won't suffer consequences. Because the ceremony is said to help deliver abundance and prosperity to the town. Can you imagine if you're this alligator and you're just like, first of all, and then they shut her mouth and they put her in a dress. Imagine what she's thinking. She's like, what the hell is going on?
I thought that was pretty interesting. What's your next one?
Okay, this one's weird. This chick, um, what is her name? A mother of two in Northern California. I guess Sherry Papini.
Oh, I
40
saw
years
that
old.
one. I was going to guess.
She faked being kidnapped so she could go back to her ex.
Loser.
So she did it so she just left her kids, she left her husband. Everybody thought that she was just kidnapped. They had the police force looking for her. They had it on the news. They had, everyone in the neighborhood freaking out for their safety. And then I guess she finally came clean. It was like, JK, like, I'm actually alive. I just didn't want this life anymore. I just wanted to be with my ex. Like, chick, you're insane. We spent so many resources on you. You need to serve 18 months in prison.
I think that's crazy.
And here's the thing about it is because, let's see, I think she blamed it on being abducted by two Hispanic women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it put like this huge,
that's terrible.
False accusations on the Latino community. And they're just like, you are crazy, dude.
That's crazy. I saw that one. I'm like, let's find something even more interesting. I think we were on the same page. I hope
we were.
Did you have the eating candy for a living?
No, that was my last one because you said you had 4, but I'm interested to hear what you got.
Okay. So you can eat candy for a living and make thousands in the process. So Canada's Candy Funhouse is hiring a chief candy officer. So the Ontario-based company said the position pays $100,000 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to 78,167 and 70 cents US dollars annually. And it can be remote or based in Canada or New Jersey offices. So the chief candy officer will serve as the head tester and try over 3,500 products each month. Oh my God. Besides eating about 113 pieces of candy a day, the chief candy officer will lead the company funhouse candy strategy, run candy board meetings, and have a say in which products Candy Funhouse will carry. The chief candy officer will also approve candy inventory and designate spotlight treats with an official stamp of approval. You can even be as young as 5 years old, but you must reside in North America. So you're looking for a job, Britt? There you go. You can be the
Well,
chief.
half of the candy I can't eat. It's probably got nuts in it.
Oh, well, then you just make sure that's not part of the Candy Funhouse's product line.
Huh.
No. Oh, that was cool.
That's crazy. That's a crazy job. I think when I was in France, we went to like a perfume factory, and they were saying that there are only like a certain number of people who are allowed to be the perfume testers or the workers there. Like they have to have a nose palette that has not been affected by smoking or drinking or this or this or that. And they are the ones that like smell all of the things and put it all together. Yeah. So
that's
good
crazy.
money in perfumes, good money in eating candy. They have to have great insurance. You're definitely gonna get diabetes.
Right.
That can't be healthy. No wonder why they're paying you so much.
It's like, I want more. I'm gonna have rotten teeth.
Yeah. I'm like, no more candy, please. All right, I've got one. This is my last one. Another Guinness World Record break. At Colorado Park, September 20th, a campaign encouraging kids to play outdoors broke a Guinness World Record by creating a 4.37-mile-long hopscotch course.
Oh.
I want to try it. That's a lot of hopscotch. Almost 4.5 miles of hopscotching.
That's crazy. That sounds fun.
Yeah, so it broke a world record. The previous record was set by Georgia Tech students in April of this year. So they're going. The next person could be like, I'm going to do 10 miles long of hopscotch. I wonder if somebody has to complete it in order for it to be in the...
Oh, that one. Yeah, I wonder. That's crazy.
It's open to the public. It's in Colorado. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. 4.5 miles
on our next
of
podcast.
Our next podcast. How long did it take us to do? Holy cow. Okay. You have any other ones?
I have one more. I heard this on the way to the gym, and it popped up as I was just looking for other weird news. But have you guys heard about the TikTok challenge of cooking chicken in NyQuil?
With NyQuil?
What the heck?
Well, I don't know. That just popped up on my screen when I was looking for weird news. But I haven't come across that yet on TikTok. They're telling people to cook chicken in NyQuil?
Yeah, and apparently the concentration of the drug is even more so when you boil it, right? It changes the properties of the ingredients in the NyQuil. So even if you don't eat the chicken, inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking could cause high levels of drugs into your body, and it can also hurt your lungs. But yeah, it's a TikTok challenge that, like I said, I heard it this morning on the radio. I was like, what?
Wait.
What are people doing?
So the goal is to just fry up the chicken in NyQuil, and you're supposed to inhale it while you're cooking it?
So the challenge is for people to cook chicken in NyQuil. That's all it says.
I just feel like you shouldn't have to be warned. That seems pretty straightforward.
Well, you have people that don't think about what the consequences are.
I mean, I definitely know, like, there's a thing called robo-tripping where you drink a whole bottle of NyQuil.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's like trippy. But that's just ridiculous. What a waste of chicken.
What a waste of chicken.
It's like back to that whole Tide Pod thing where kids were eating freaking Tide Pods.
Yeah, it's... Why? Why would you... Just to say that you did the challenge?
I don't know. People are ridiculous.
Oh.
This is crazy.
That's all I had.
Sorry, I have so many tabs open of things I need to look at now.
Let's see what else. I think that was all that it said about. Oh no, there's more.
You got one more, or we can close out. We're at 30.
No. I said I thought there was more in terms of the NyQuil, but all it just said was there was another challenge issued back in 2020 about, I guess, some kind of Benadryl challenge. I don't know what that is. but that sent a lot of teens into
The
the
what
emergency
challenge?
room. Benadryl.
Yeah, drinking a whole thing of Benadryl.
Oh, you heard of that one?
Well, it's the same thing as drinking the whole thing as NyQuil. It's like you get a little trippy when you do it.
It's, look, Benadryl is a bad thing. You think about when you have more than, the dose that you're supposed to have, you're just out. Just out. What happens if, I don't know what the actual challenge was, but if you have more pills than the suggested amount, I can only imagine. But it
Yeah.
says some people have actually died as a result of the
Yeah, a lot of people die doing stupid
challenge.
stuff.
So, all right,
All
that's it.
right. Well, should
I'll
we
let you
close
close.
out?
No, you'll go ahead and close.
I said, shall we close?
Yes, we shall close. I thought you said you want to close. No, I don't want to close.
No. Well, you're the host. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We always appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to us. We hope you enjoyed today's trivia and the random strange news that we found. Don't forget to just follow us everywhere. We have a Facebook community page. We have our Instagram page, which is at Wayward_lasses. Make sure you're following us. Come on, we're still trying to reach 100
Oh,
followers.
guys.
Come on.
Hey, and if you have any suggestions on how we can improve or increase
Let
our
us know.
following, let us know.
Let us know.
How
Yeah.
can they let us know, Brittany?
You can email us at waywardlasses@gmail.com. We also have a website, www.waywardlasses.com, where Mom is updating that blog weekly, which is awesome. You have some great tips on there. We've got our shop, which we need to revamp and get some more stuff
I
on
think
there.
so.
We just got a lot of
I
stuff
want a hat.
going on. Okay, we can do it. We've just got a lot of stuff going on, guys. We're trying to reach you all. We would love to hear from you, get you on the show. But other than that, I think I've covered everything. So until next time, we are the Wayward Lasses, reminding you to keep it real. Bye, guys.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
Stay classy. I remember.